Yo, we back, man. Let's get it.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphk and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted the Graphk Show, whichever way you like to slice it, man. What's going on, brother?
Man, I am good. Real quick, man, salute to our proud sponsor, BetUS. This live stream right here, you guys, is powered by BetUS. Make sure to go over there. Man, get your issue wasted. I'm telling you right now, man, the fastest payouts in the industry, 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000. Make sure you guys use the link. It will be in the description, and it will also be in the comment section. Once this video is loaded up, it will be pinned up top. Man, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I watched the whole game like 2 times because it was really, really important to look at the middle of the roster because we're like such a top-heavy roster.
Yeah.
And bro, I was really excited because we had so many snaps against starters, so it was legitimate. You know what I mean? A lot of the plays that were made were legitimate plays, man, and I'm really, really excited, man, to see how this season is going to transpire, bro.
Yeah, a few players I know we're going to talk about a lot today. We're going to talk about our guy, Amari Gaynor. We've been hyping him up all off season during training camp, OTAs, preseason. He's just shown out. We're going to talk about Tyree McAllister, another guy that went out there and put up a special teams touchdown, got a receiving touchdown by our guy, Carter Bradley. We're going to talk about him as well because this quarterback room is going to be interesting. Do we carry 2? Do we carry 3?
Yeah.
Is there 1 or 2 of those guys going to be on the practice squad? We're going to give our take here in a minute, you guys, but real fast, salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. We appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. We're already 400 people in the building. You guys are the best. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, and hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. And if you want to become Green Dot Gang and get off my lawn game, make sure you hit the links. They're pinned up top, man. They definitely help us keep the lights on over here at Shieldmore. So once again, man, salute to all my people. A lot to unpack today, you guys. We're going to break down a little bit of that Niners game. But, last preseason game, it was exciting, just like our brother Wasted kind of alluded to, playing against the starters. Deebo Samuel, was out there. Brock Purdy was out there. A slew of their starters out there. We looked pretty good with our 2s and 3s and 4s out there. Facing, a lot of those ones. It wasn't the complete ones, though, Wasted.
No,
the Ayuks of the world, he's still holding out. He wasn't out there. Christian McCaffrey dealing with a calf injury. He wasn't out there. But it still feels good, right, to know that these guys went out there and they fought against that phenomenal Niners team. And also, something else to put out there. I don't want to kind of take the air out of the room, but Shanahan was not calling the offense. He wasn't calling the game. Patrick Graham wasn't calling our defense. So that's something that you can kind of just take forward as you want, as you may. But he was not out there calling the shots, and Graham was not calling the defense at all either. So, what do you think about that?
It's still the same playbook.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's much to do about nothing. I know that they don't want to tip their hand on the way they call a game. Last preseason game, want to give somebody a little help. But a big part of what I saw from the Raiders was that when you put them out there, and some of these young fellas, man, if you put them out there, you get them snaps, they're going to develop. Yeah. This is just further proof that the way we've drafted and the UDFAs, you got to give Tom Telesco a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
You got to give him a lot of credit for that. I mean, they haven't done anything in the regular season yet, but it's looking like it's trending upward. This is the first time I can remember in recent memory a Raider roster that has this much hope at the back end of the roster.
We've been waiting forever.
Yeah, we still have, man. And I know I sound a little serious, bro, but I'm really, really starting to feel the crisp in the air. I'm starting to feel that real football is coming, bro.
Few more weeks.
Yeah, I'm locked in, brother. I'm doing a lot of research. I'm locked effing in. Oh, really quickly, man. I meant to do this off the air, but I'm gonna blindside you with an argument right now. What effing fantasy league are you in?
You know what's funny, man?
F you, man.
No. It's funny because I have a text drawn up for all of our guys that I was going to send to you. I just joined the ESPN free. I was like, I don't want to miss out on that this year, man. I wanted to do something in terms of fantasy football. But guess what? We're going to put a shield more together, and I'm going to cook your boots, man.
Yo, every year this guy, I ain't playing fan. I don't have the time, too busy. Every year, because I love fantasy football. I'm in a league, right? This guy, he always says he don't want to play fantasy football. He always winds up playing. We could have set the league up 2 months ago.
Well, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to hit the group chat. We're going to get right. We're going to have a shield more. Yo, and my team is kind of nice too, man. You know,
I saw it. That's why I was like, yo, you look.
Let me show y'all what I got real quick.
Lamar Jackson at quarterback.
Lamar at quarterback. Saquon Barkley at running back. Zamir White at running back. Devontae Adams. DJ Moore. George Kittle. DK Metcalf. Raiders defense and Aubrey, the best kicker in the game right now for the Dallas Cowboys. Look at my bench, man. I got Warren, phenomenal running back out there. Can get it done in the passing game. Can run the football. Keon Coleman, our guy, right? I had to take Keon, man. Brock Bowers. He's sitting on my bench. I got Jerome Ford. He looked really good for the Browns when Nick Chubb went out last year. Got Blake Corum, a guy I talked about a lot during the draft process. Purcell, I always butcher his name. Purcell, the young receiver from Florida. They went to the Niners, picked him up.
Purcell, he's hurt, right?
Yeah, he'll be back though. He'll be back in time for week 1. And then I got Aaron Rodgers on the bench. It's my QB2. So there you have it. But I want to ask your opinion because me and Hammer, we were here the whole live stream. We covered the whole game. I kind of gave all my thoughts on what I seen and what I expect moving forward. Give us some the good, the bad, the ugly with that Niners game before we get into our 53-man roster projections.
I had all of this shit keyed up because I was really, really looking into the ugly because there wasn't a whole lot of ugly in this game, man.
No, not at all.
There wasn't a whole lot of ugly, man. But I'm gonna be real. Nathan Peterman, I think, is a part of the ugly. I think in the situation he was in, Nathan Peterman most likely should have played a lot better than he did. I think that Nathan Peterman is probably not going to make this team. I'm going to be 100% real with you. Byron Young didn't do anything.
Oh, he had a sack.
Yeah, but bro, I'm just talking about he kind of, no.
I know what you mean. I'm just throwing out
because wait a minute, Matthew Butler got a sack too, right?
Yeah.
These are two guys I was looking at, but Byron Young, he got a sack, but it was like kind of, it wasn't really him. It was from the pressure, right? It wasn't like I was looking for more out of Byron Young. I'm just
3 total tackles, 2 solo. He had 1 sack, a tackle for a loss, and he
also. I mean, it was a decent game, bro. I just wanted him to be more disruptive based off of how he played, and So let me reel that back in a lot. Let me reel that back in. I can't say that, that this is one of those things where I'll make myself stupid saying he had a bad game. I just expected more, and maybe I'm just piling on.
You said it the right way.
Yeah, I expected a lot more out of him, man. I really did, man. Ugly, it's hard, bro, because these guys played so well, man.
I don't want to beat up Nathan Peterman either way. See, he was 12 for 19. He had a touchdown. He had over 100 yards in the air. It wasn't pretty. He averaged like 5.7 a clip. But I mean, he wasn't sacked. He got rid of the football. I mean, this is all you expect from a veteran guy that we really realistically thought was going to be a camp body. He was going to come in, help us get through preseason because he knew Getsy's scheme, and then we were going to move on from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I expected more out of a guy that's a veteran. You know what I mean? And Carter Bradley showed up and showed out, man. He made some really, really big plays. I think if anybody's going to make this roster and they're going to carry 3 quarterbacks, it's going to be Carter Bradley. I think he earned it.
You know what's funny? When you look at the stats, it doesn't look pretty at all. You look at what Carter did against the Niners, 9 for 21. He had almost 170 yards in the air. He averaged 8 a clip. He had a touchdown. He threw a nasty pick. He was sacked once. But I mean, when he passes the eye test, right? When you're watching the game, you're like, okay, this is a guy that you could potentially stash on a practice squad and you can develop. He has all the measurables, 6'3", 6'4". He has a strong arm. It looks like he can make all the throws. I mean, this is a guy that you can really sit down somewhere and you can potentially groom into a quarterback too, a guy that can be your backup for your number one guy. You know what I mean? So I'm not acting like Carter Bradley is going to be this dude that's going to take the lead by storm. But if you develop him the right way, this could be a guy that I think could run Getsy's system if he's still around once Carter Bradley's developed.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you know what it is? I kind of look at the quarterback play similar to the way our starting job was decided. You know, when you look at the box score, it looks like Aiden O'Connell won the job clear.
Yeah.
You know, going away. But some of the throws Carter Bradley made kind of made my eyes open up a little.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see any of those kind of throws from Nathan Peterman. And man, maybe I'm just you know, maybe I'm being hyperbolic here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
but Carter Bradley had more yards.
Yeah.
You know, he threw an interception. He was sacked once. But, you know, 8-yard average. He had, 61 more yards. Mm-hmm. And his rating was 30 points lower, right? Yeah. Sincere McCormick's a guy that was ugly for me. 5 carries, 26 yards. Yeah. You know, a 10-yard run, but I expected more out of Sincere McCormick. Oh, ugly again. Dylan Labe had a fumble. You know what I mean? Only had 12 yards.
He was looking good before that.
Yeah, man, but you got to hold on to the football, you know, and, you know, it really wasn't pretty for me. It's so, you know, the good got to go Keaton, Mel Keaton, man. Go ahead, brother.
Real quick. I was going to say that to you. The good and the ugly, because Ramel Keaton looked terrible in the first half. Like, bro, he was looking like he didn't want to get touched. There was a play where Carter found him down the middle of the field, I believe, and he didn't want any contact. He literally heard footsteps and he just stopped in his tracks in the middle of his route. And then there was one play where he didn't even fight for the 50-50 ball in the end zone that ended up being the interception. That's what irritated me with Ramel Keaton in the first. It was like, come on, what are we doing here? And then that fourth quarter, that one drive, he made up for all of it.
Yeah, I mean, he played well. Of course, McAllister, man, 2 receptions, 56 yards, touchdown. Cook, Wilkerson, I think he effectively made this team. Yeah. You know, 3 receptions, 35 yards, a touchdown. Britton Brown, man, he had 2 receptions for 32 yards. I haven't ever seen. I wasn't familiar with his game in the passing game.
Yeah,
you know, Britton Brown, you know, looks like he might punch his card to the practice squad again this year. You know, you know, he played well, man, and you know, when
he dropped a lot of footballs though too. Wasted. If you really watch closely, there was a few plays where he just couldn't come down with the football, right there in his chest.
Yeah, no, and that's factual. You know, Amari Gaynor played phenomenal. 2 tackles for loss, man. 10 tackles, 2 assists. Jaquan Shepard, my guy, Jaquan Shepard, man, balled out, 7 tackles. Grant played well. Man, I mean,
Gaynor had 13.
Gaynor
had 13 tackles, but he had 10 solo. So you're right.
Yeah. 13. Yeah. Well, you know, because you got the 2 assisted tackles, so he had 12. But you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, you know, look, when you start talking about him, you know, NJS, these are guys who balled out. But then, you know, Byron Young, man, I still got to say, man, this is a guy with only 2 tackles, man, 1 assist, and he had a sack, but it was like he kind of got spoon fed that sack, man. Yeah. He's a guy I expected more out of. Mm-hmm. Ron Stone Jr. didn't flash the way I would like him to.
I got to disagree with you, but I think he'll be a practice squad candidate.
Ron Stone Jr. had a tackle. You know, so it's like for me, bro, I just wanted to see more. I wanted to see more. I was expecting to see some more Woo Governor this game.
Ron Stone I love this. We got a rusty, wasted talent today. I am going to cook your boots on this stream today.
Wait, why?
Ron Stone had 4 tackles. He had 4 tackles. He had 3 solo or 2 solo.
Wait, Ron Stone had 1 tackle, bro.
4 tackles.
This is what I'm seeing, bro. What I'm seeing, look, on Athletic, I am seeing Ron Stone with 1 tackle, brother.
4 tackles, 3 solo.
Bro, that's not what I'm seeing, bro.
Where are you getting your information from?
I'm getting my information off of the Athletic. Maybe the Athletic is wrong, but I'm seeing Ron Stone Jr. I'm seeing 1 tackle, 1 assist.
Yeah, nah.
You know, I can't remember all of their stats. It was
no, I know.
But the thing is I'm, look, when it comes to the stats, I'm looking them up. That's not what I'm getting, bro. Where are you getting yours from? The Raider website?
Right here, baby. I'm about to cook.
Yo, you're not cooking nothing, bro.
Boots today,
bro, listen,
baby.
Yo, hey, man, yo, and that's another thing too, yo. You got how the hell do I share stuff when you're controlling the chat, yo? I think I can share things. Wait, hold, I think I can. Wait, I think I can share shit.
This is what I'm gonna do right here. This is what I'm gonna do.
No, I can. Oh, share. Boom. Pull it up, bro.
Salute real quick to Aaron Z.
I had no. See, I'm acting like I'm a boomer. I know how to do that shit.
Salute to my guy becoming a member as well. Salute bro, to my guy.
Ron Stone
also.
1. That's on Athletic. You see 1 and 1, bro. Now, if you got it somewhere else,
right here,
look, that's what I'm getting.
4 total tackles, 2 solo.
Yeah, but bro, do you see that right there?
Let me see.
My point is right there, bro. Was
that the first half?
Bro, this is the entire game. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm getting. So, yeah. So go, excuse yourself. You are not cooking anything. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you're not cooking any, bro. Listen, bro. Look. I have serious doubts that you could even cook a grilled cheese sandwich. You could never cook wasted talent on your best day. The F out of here, Graphk.
I definitely have issues putting a nice grilled cheese together. Salute to the chat, y'all. But either way,
proper grilled cheese.
Conflicted stuff. Okay, I'm getting mine from ESPN. You're getting yours from the Athletic. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I watched that game. I seen Ron Stone. I seen him around the ball a lot. He had a pretty good game for it. He's definitely a practice squad candidate for me. A guy that you could potentially develop as a future pass rusher down the line. He's not a guy, bro, that's going to take the league by storm by any means. I'm not acting as though that's what it is, but he had a good game. He had an okay game. So salute to everybody. Yeah, this.
And wait, I want to clear this up too. People are saying that Wasted has the gout. Let me tell you something. Wasted can never have the gout because I have officially brought the gout into YouTube, damn it. Charles has the gout, Graphk has the gout, and he also subsequently has a clubbed foot.
And Big Mike and Andy did have the gout, and then they lost weight and they got rid of it.
Big Mike had the gout.
Hammer got the gout for sure.
Hammer definitely got the gout.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, Big Mike got the gout.
He got the gout, man.
Yeah, I gotta make fun of Big Mike. I had no idea. Big Mike got fat feet.
Yo, salute to everybody here in the building. We are about to start our 53-man roster projection. Salute to the almost 800 people in the building. You guys, make sure you guys wipe them feet, y'all. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. We're gonna have some fun with this. All right, let's get rolling right here, Wasted. Yeah. We talked about the Niners game. It is what it is. I mean, I'm over it. Preseason is over. Real football is officially ahead of us. Quarterback. We're gonna start here. How many are you carrying?
I'm going to carry 3.
Okay.
I know that they have that roster designation where you can carry an extra guy.
And I believe there's one more year with that, I believe.
And then that's going to be gone. So then it doesn't really cost you against your 53. I would keep Carter Bradley and keep him kind of, as the emergency guy.
Okay. I wish they would, but I have a nagging suspicion that Nathan Peterman is going to be third guy. So I agree with you that we're going to carry 3. I think Nathan Peterman, which technically it doesn't even, like we said, it doesn't count as a roster spot. Carter Bradley, I think you put on the practice squad, you stash him away. Nathan Peterman is a guy that can be a clipboard holder, knows the system. He can help both these guys, with the playbook. So I think that, I think we can use him for this and not this. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, a lot of times they use those emergency quarterbacks as like a de facto quarterback coach on the field, kind of. Yeah, and I get it, right? But the only thing with Bradley, man, is just look, man, and I know it's one game, but man, I love the way he cuts it loose. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I like a backup that'll come in and cut it loose, man. I mean, I know sometimes you don't want them to, but I need to see some more that we already have the pedestrian, make the right throw kind of guy in Aiden O'Connell. I want to see that wild quarterback that can come off the bench and cut it loose every now and again.
I like that. I like what Dahl says. Carry 2. Jacoby should be that third guy.
Yeah, Jacoby, damn, there is a like him and Muhammad Sadu are like the best
For real.
Yeah, like throwing that option.
Salute to VL, man, on gifting 5 wasted talent memberships and 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Salute to our guy VL. We appreciate you so much for what you do for both platforms, brother. That means a lot, man. Salute to all the new guys in the building. Green Dot Gang, Get Off My Lawn Gang. Salute to you guys. If you miss out on those and you want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. We definitely appreciate you guys as always. So we agree. We'll go. We're carrying 3.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go right here to the running back position. I think this is pretty easy for me. I got 4: Zamir, Alex Madison, Amir Abdullah, and I know everybody's killing him, but I still got Dylan Laube. The versatility that he provides in the passing game, special teams, I don't think that you can keep him off this roster. And I think if you try to place him on the practice squad, somebody's going to snatch him up so quick, and he'll be very valuable elsewhere. So what do you got in the running back position?
Yeah, I kind of mirror that sentiment. Look, this is a pretty solid running back room, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And White has shown pretty well from the time that he's been out there as far as the carries he's gotten. He looks like he's going to be a bell cow kind of back. And, Amir Abdullah is a very trusted vet. He plays well on special teams. And Dylan Laube is the currency of hope. He's a rookie. I would probably keep Sincere and see if I can stash him away in a practice squad.
Okay. And I would love that. You guys know Sincere's my guy, man. So I definitely would love to keep him around. I think that he finds a place on that practice squad over Britton Brown. Just watching the tape and watching it back, Britton, you look at the stats, you're like, okay, yeah, he's pretty good in the passing game, but you watch some of those reps, man, there was too many times where he could have came down with the football. It was a mess for me in terms of Britton Brown. So I'm going to move off from him, but hopefully we can keep Sincere on the practice squad and, keep him around. But I don't know, man, he's talented. Maybe there's another team out there that needs an additional running back at some point, and maybe they snatch him off the practice squad. But for the time being, I'd put Sincere on the practice squad. All right, we'll get to the wide receiver position. This is where it gets a little tricky here, okay? Devontae, clear cut. Jacoby, clear cut. Trey Tucker, clear cut. DJ Turner, clear cut. I think that he makes this roster now as one of those receivers. I got Tyree McAllister as the 5th guy, and then if we hold 6, I got Christian Wilkinson. So
we will hold 6.
Yeah,
we will hold 6. There's gonna be 6 wide receivers, and I mirror that sentiment. Some people will say Jalen Guyton because of his familiarity.
Didn't do enough for me
with Tom Telesco. That does nothing for me. I didn't see him make any plays of note. Ramel Keaton made some plays, man, but Christian Wilkinson was more consistent, man.
Yeah, definitely. It's a nice touchdown. He was really good in camp. OTAs looked good last year. He's been around, veteran. I'm just keeping him around. Guyton didn't do enough for me. And Keaton, I would love to keep him around to develop him on the practice squad if somebody doesn't pick him up. Big body, 6'3", 6'4" dude. Sometimes he just doesn't show enough passion for me. There was plays where he just kind of gave up. That 50-50 ball pissed me off, bro. Two defenders. Carter Bradley did throw it between 2 defenders, but if he would have just went up for it, even if he didn't catch the football, that probably doesn't end up being a pick. And then once
that definitely ends up not being a pick. Him trying to just make a play on the football.
Yeah,
I think he was very, very concerned about his physical well-being.
Yeah.
He was very, very concerned about getting hit. And listen, man, I'm not out there getting paid to get hit. But at the end of the day, man, this is a life or death kind of a thing with this kid. You're trying to make a roster, bro. You got to do what you got to freaking do.
Mm-hmm. No, this is facts. So we both keep 6. We both have the same guys. It's Tay, Jacoby, Trey Tucker, Tyree McAllister. We got Turner. And then we're going to take Christian Wilkinson here. The tight end position, I'm going to carry in 3. I think this is pretty easy. It's Brock, it's Michael Mayer, and it's Harrison Bryant.
I would think they would carry 4, Graphk. They you know what I'm saying? Because when you start looking at the roster, right? I'm thinking they could afford to carry 4.
So is it Gentry or is it Cole Fotheringham?
Oh, for me, it's Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, Harrison Bryant, and Zach Gentry.
Okay. Well, I'll say this: that if we had to pick that 4th guy, Zach Gentry's what, 6'7", 6'8", somewhere around. He might be taller than that. Yeah. He's a guy that can help us in the blocking game. If I go with 4, I'm going with 3 though. And I know we run that heavy 12, and I know that they probably would like to keep 4, but I think we're going to keep that additional wide receiver. So that's why I'm gonna stay away from it. Initially, I had 4 tight ends, but
you got 6 wide receivers, right? So you got to look at it. See, now this is the thing with the quarterback situation. If that guy doesn't count against the roster, that's how you're able to carry that other tight end.
But I may let that fly over to the offensive line. Me personally.
So check this out, right? So as of right now, say for instance, you got 2 quarterbacks that count against the final count, right? You kept 4 running backs. It's 6 players, right? You got 6 wide receivers. That's 12 players, right? And now you got 16 players, and then you're probably going to keep 9 offensive linemen. So you're right on schedule, man. You can keep 4 guys.
I'm going 3.
Get the F out of here.
I'm going 3. Because either way, if you got Gentry and say you got Fotheringham as well on the practice squad, if something happens to one of these guys, just bring another one up. I don't think they're going to want to waste a roster spot on a 4th tight end when we have some O-line situation, some O-line, Jackson Powers is going to be ready to go. What's Colton going to look like early on? I think they're going to want to carry an additional offensive lineman.
I will bet you a Starbucks venti and a lemon loaf cake that they're going to have 4.
Deal. I don't even know what the hell either one of those are, but deal.
I know. I'm talking about a venti size. You drink Starbucks every day. What the F are you talking about? The venti size. That's the large joint.
Bougie New Jersey housewives language, bro. I don't know.
So now all of a sudden you're the biggest coffee snob I know. You won't drink regular coffee. You have to have Starbucks, bro.
What do you say? No, I got regular coffee right now. It's Colombian, man. What do you mean?
Yeah, but that's from your house. That don't count, bro. When you go anywhere, you always gotta have Starbucks, bro. Don't this guy act like we not like boys for real, like we don't travel together and stuff. Bro, get the F out of here. I've never seen you disrespect yourself with coffee unless you have to.
Hey, what was it? What is it? Hey, he got the yellow cake. Yeah. Okay. Yo, salute to Ben in the building. McAllister is very explosive. He will make plays. This is facts. Salute to Ben on the $2 special as well. This is facts. So you got 4. For the time being, I'm keeping 3. We'll go to the O-line right here. I think some of these guys are pretty easy. Colton, Thayer, Dylan Parham, Jackson Powers Johnson, Andre James. DJ Glaze is going to make this team. Jordan Meredith is going to make this team. He's been phenomenal in preseason. I think he was pretty much one of our best offensive linemen during preseason. There's no way that he doesn't make this roster. And then you look at those 2 veterans and Andres Pete, and you look at Cody White here. There's 9 right there.
Yes, 9. So what about Will Putnam?
I like him, but I do believe they're going to put him on the practice squad.
I mean,
I would rather keep him around.
He's been floating around. He's a guy that everybody talks about, but I like Will Putnam making this roster.
Me too. But look at Parham can play center. JPJ can play center. Jordan Meredith can move all up and down. I'm just saying, I don't think there's a reason to waste the space on Will Putnam when you can just actually put him on the practice squad and let him develop for a year or 2. Versatility. A lot of these guys can play center. That's the reason why I don't think that Will Putnam makes the roster. And I like him though. I think he could be a guy down the line. I just don't know if he's going to actually.
That logic is very solid logic, man. I love the way Will Putnam showed that fight. You know what I mean? Like it's just something I feel like that counts for something. Because if you look at it, right, Jackson Powers Johnson is a center by trade. He's probably the center of the future, right? Mm-hmm. So you have a whole bunch of backup centers here. You got a guy, Cody Whitehair, started his career as a center. You got Andre James. You got JPJ. And you got Dylan Parham, who has played center in this league. I mean, that's 4 guys, and then Will Putnam. So that's solid logic, man. It'd be 5 guys that are kind of backup centers, but that's under the guys that Will Putnam couldn't be effective at guard.
And you know what's funny? Ben Brown got more reps, I think, as center than Putnam in preseason as well. I've seen him a lot out there. So that'd be an interesting name to keep an eye on, even though I didn't think that he looked good at all. But he was out there a lot. Ben Brown got a lot of reps at the center position in those 3 games. So, but I think that the 2 veterans stick around. I don't think that James Craig and Joe Philbin let these guys, Andres Pete and Cody Whitehair go anywhere. I think that they want to keep 2 guys that have been proven at the NFL level, even though they're kind of getting up there in age. I don't think there's any way that these guys don't make the roster at this point. They want some guys that have done it at the highest level, former Pro Bowl guys. They may not look like the part, they used to look wasted, but I don't see in any way, shape, or form these guys don't make the roster.
Yeah, Pete he's just been horrendous though. It's
you
just
put him at guard, he'll be okay.
Bro, I've said that time after time. I'm just saying when you start like really like when you're a prisoner of the moment and you're looking at how he's played, he just played horrendous, bro. It kind of sucks because it's like he's gonna make it just based off of the fact that he's shown it previous to being with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Like for me, I need to see it in silver and black. I don't need to see it in gold and white or gold and black.
Him and Cody may battle it out for that starting left guard spot, man. If JPJ is not ready to go, which it doesn't look like he will be. So it's something to monitor moving forward. Is it going to be Cody? Is it going to be Andres?
I think it's going to be Cody. You can book it. Andres hasn't played a lot of snaps for the Raiders at guard anyway.
Hey, there you go. Salute to David Walker on becoming a member as well. And VL forever. Salute to our guys, man. Green Dot, get off my line gang. Growing every live show, man. Salute to you guys as always for supporting what we do. If you guys want to become members, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Definitely appreciate you guys. That Raiders fan says, y'all think Powers Johnson will be better player than Steve Wisniewski? That's some major shoes to fill, brother.
And the Wiz.
Yeah, that was my guy. That's one of my favorite players growing up. You know what I mean? So can he get there? Definitely. Would we want him to get there? Definitely. I think he has all the talent in the world to actually be better.
From a given talent perspective,
yeah,
I think the good Lord gave Jackson Powers Johnson a little bit more than Wiz.
Yeah.
But look, it's a different league now. Wiz was a nasty guy, man. He could do a lot of things that you just can't do now in the National Football League. Mm-hmm. So that has a lot to do with it too. I think Steve Wisniewski, for whatever talent that he didn't have, he made up with it with moxie and fight and being just a nasty football player. Some of that shit you can't get away with anymore.
Facts. Let's get to the defensive tackle room, you guys. This is where it gets a little interesting here. We have Christian Wilkins, one clear cut. Adam Butler, clear cut. John Jenkins, clear cut, starting nose for us. Are we looking at Nesta Jade here?
NJS, man. NJS has been balling, man. It's just very hard to leave him off.
Feisty, bro. He's feisty. I love the competitiveness. I think once he puts it all together, this can be a guy that will be a dog, and he fits that Raider mold. He has that mentality. You know what? I'm going to have Nesta J make this roster. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, I got Nesta J. Put it on tape. It's Christian Wilkins. It's John Jenkins. It's Adam Butler. It's Byron Youngs. They almost have to, bring him. It's going to be NJS. And the cuts will be Marquand McCall, Matthew Butler, and Noah Shannon.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go with Byron Young making this roster.
Yeah, Byron, his draft stock and who he has been as a player and where he was, he makes the roster, man. They put a lot into Matthew Butler. I think Matthew Butler had a sack, but
he had a sack too, but he hasn't done enough. I mean, we haven't heard his name
as a whole, bro, because he's had a lot of snaps. It wasn't like he was a guy who was just on a practice squad either. He had a lot of freaking snaps.
Bro, we haven't heard this guy's name in 3 years, bro. Like real talk. So carrying 5, then we both agree on that. And I'm going to add Byron Young to the mix with mine as well. We'll go linebacker. Robert Spillane, clear cut. Divine Diablo, clear cut. Tommy Eichenberg with this injury, man, it's a little scary to me. I don't know if we're going to have to start him on the IR at the beginning of the season. I don't know how serious it is, so I'm going to hold out, but he's going to make this roster regardless. Tommy Eichenberg, Amari Gaynor, he has to make this roster. Wasted 13 tackles, 10 solo. He has been balling. I mean, dropped in the coverage. I believe he gave up 3 for 3, but it was only like 20 yards. But he's dropped in the coverage. He's played the run very well. The angles that he takes in his pursuits are phenomenal. I love this kid. I have him making this roster. I was keeping 5. So it's going to be Spillane, Diablo, Masterson, Tommy Eichenberg, and Gaynor. And I think that Amari Burney, he's dealing with an injury right now.
Yeah, Amari Burney is happy trails. Amari Burney. I like Amari Burney, but I think with that injury that kind of knocks him out the box of contention.
Practice squad.
Yeah, Kanai Mayuga, happy trails. Yeah. Jackson Mitchell and Deshaun White, they were kind of brought in just to kind of fill a roster out for the 3rd preseason game. Mm-hmm. Happy trails.
Yeah, so we agree on that. We carry 5. Spill, Divine, Luke, Tommy, and Amari Gaynor. And that's great, man. A UDFA. Tom Telesco did his homework. He did his due diligence. And it looks like we have one with Amari Gaynor, man. We'll get to the defensive end, the edge rusher position. I think this is pretty easy, you guys. Max, Malcolm, Tyree's going to be here regardless of how anybody feels. He was a top 10 pick. He's in year 2. Tyree will be here. Janarius Robinson had a phenomenal preseason. He looks like he's in for a big year this year. And then I'm going to go with Charles Snowden, man, the 5th edge rusher. This guy looked really good in preseason, man. I know there could be an Emerson Smith.
He did, bro. I think the Raiders they're going to keep 4, man. I think it's Max, Kuntz, Tyree, Janarius, and that's that. I don't see them keeping TJ Franklin or a goal doesn't count against the roster.
No.
Ellerson Smith and Ron Stone, happy trails. I don't think that they keep Charles Snowden.
I got Snowden making this roster. I do. I got him making this roster. We'll get to the cornerback position. I don't know if you've seen the presser, but Antonio Brown kind of alluded to potential.
Antonio Brown, he had
Antonio. My apologies.
He has CT, but Antonio Pierce alluded to the fact that we're going to go out there and scout a waiver wire.
Yeah. So
I was trying to clean it up on the air, bro. Trying to clean it up real quick, bro. Come on.
This is a daily thing. I got CTE now, bro. Antonio Brown is he's our head coach.
Bro, you got Antonio Brown on the brain. That's like the 5th time you've done that, yo. I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's nasty work, man. Salute the pace. How do I get in on the fantasy league you're in next season so I can mop the floor with you mofos? You know what, Pace? Next year we'll do a members only fantasy football league. This year I'm keeping it pretty. We got so much.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You will never get in the league with a great waste of talent because I will not allow that kind of trash to be talked on my air. Damn it. You will never wipe the floor. That's why I shall start a fantasy football league to bust you up this year. How about that, buddy?
I'm shocked that you don't have Snowden making this roster.
I like Snowden. He balled out. I just don't see them carrying 5 guys.
I mean, you could potentially, think of it like this. Tyree's going to be playing a lot in the interior of that defensive line. You may want to have that additional pass rusher just in case Tyree can't put it all together.
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. If they have to play him with all of the talent that we have in the interior of this defense, bro, they don't need to play him there. He needs to be a defensive end. Okay. He needs to be what they drafted him to be. They need to see what they have in him. You know what I mean? They do. You know, and I see them, if he's not playing up to snuff, I can see them having Snowden on the practice squad and bringing him up if need be, or if there's an injury. But I'm thinking going into the 53, they're going to have 4 guys at defensive end.
I'll let you take the cornerback room, Wasted. How many are you keeping and who are we keeping?
Well, I mean, it's rough, man, because when you start thinking about how many of these guys they're going to keep, there are a lot of guys that really haven't done a whole lot. And like, you know, a guy like Brandon Faison, it's like, okay, so why are we keeping him? What has he really done? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, when you start talking about
Faison is gone, bro.
Bro, yeah, it's hard. We say that, but then this is a guy that's been proven in the league, right? So the guys I have, of course, Jack Jones.
Be hurt. I mean, what else has he done?
Yeah, it's unbelievable, bro. So, I mean, for me, I got Jack Jones, Ja'Cory Bennett, Nate Hobbs, Cameron Richardson, MJ Devonshire, and, you know, Brandon Faison. But if they don't keep Brandon Faison, I see Wu Governor being the guy that makes it out of the young guys.
He's been pretty good for us. Wasted.
Wu Governor has been. He looks like a guy that can kind of spell Nate Hobbs in a nickel, too.
Yeah, and he got that dog in him. Unless we pick up like a Tyler Hall or one of those guys that can kick into the slot if something happens with Nate Hobbs, I can definitely see Wu potentially making this roster. So you're keeping 6, right?
Yeah, I'm keeping 6.
Jack,
Ja'Cory, Nate, DeCameron, Faison, and MJ.
Well, Hobbs.
I said that. I said Ja'Cory Bennett. I said Jack Jones, Ja'Cory Bennett, Hobbs, DeCameron Richardson, Faison, and MJ Devonshire.
Okay, I'll go Jack Jones, Ja'Cory, DeCam, Nate Hobbs. I want to keep Devonshire, man. He got cooked in preseason. I think this is going to be a guy that's going to join Shepard on the practice squad. I don't know if they're going to keep him on this active roster. So I got 4 right now. If I had to pick another guy, I'd go Wu, and then I would add somebody like an Adoree Jackson or one of those veteran guys. So I think the 6th guy will be a free agent or someone being cut from somewhere else.
I'm operating under the prism of where the roster is now. So, you know what I'm saying? If they do decide to go out there and bring somebody in, then happy trails, Brandon Faison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what I have to do is I have to deal with what we have on the roster at this particular juncture.
Yeah.
It's you know, if I'm picking out of the guys that are in the locker room right now, Brandon Faison, just based off of the fact that he has been a starter in this league, he's been a guy who's played a whole hell of a lot of snaps. He's a guy you can kind of hang your hat on and depend on.
Yeah. VL, I mean, at the end of the day, look, we already know what time it is with Tyree. He's going to play in the middle. He'll play on the outside. They'll move him around a lot. So I don't want him to be a defensive tackle by trade moving forward. He needs to be a guy, just like our brother Waster said. He was drafted to be an edge rusher. That was a guy he's supposed to be a pass rusher on the edge. Keep him there, but move him in the middle if you need to. NASCAR packages, you could put him there, defensive tackle to get to the quarterback. I don't want to move him there full time. Just have him be a guy that you can push out, push in, you know what I mean, and so on and so forth. But I don't want to move him to defensive tackle for the foreseeable future. He needs to be a guy that can kick outside and potentially that skill set needs to come together. It needs to come together. If you can't get it right with Max out there, Malcolm Kuntz and those guys helping you, then I don't know if it's ever going to happen. But I'm not moving him to defensive tackle full time. Salute to I'm a Raider as well. I'm becoming a member. Salute to my guys. Salute to everybody here in the building. We got 1,000 people. Salute to Hammer. Hammer's in the building. Salute to our brother. Salute to Hug, the mob father himself in the building as well. Salute to all of our people. I'm a Raider, man. Appreciate you. If you guys want to become a member like I'm a Raider, the links are pinned up top. So we're right here at the corner position. We got through there. Safety, man. It's pretty much out there now. I knew once it happened, I couldn't talk about it. I hit you up that night. I was kind of like, damn, man, it just sucks. But looks like Trey's going to be out of here for a while. You know what I mean? So our 7th round guy, I sent them prayers. I hit up moms too and said, send the family my prayers. He's dealing with a knee injury. I believe he had surgery, and we're going to see where he is with that. So we'll probably the good thing is we'll be able to IR him, and we'll give him that stimulus package, right, Wasted? We'll see you in a year. We'll see you in a year.
The AP scholarship.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, he did sustain a knee injury that he needed surgery on. That was the reason, you guys, why we didn't do the show with me, him, and Dylan. I know my guy Trey was down a little bit, and it just sucks, man. So once again, prayers to my guy Trey. But how many safeties are you keeping? And I want to tell you this real quick too. Salute to Marcos, my guy. He's probably in the chat. And salute to Scout too. I asked them to delete something that was on Twitter. I know I said it before. I just want to say salute to my guys because he didn't want the information to get out there, and they deleted it, man. They didn't ask any questions. Salute to my guys, man. Sometimes people just do anything just to get clicks and shit. It was a no-brainer. Just, hey, I got you, and delete it. So salute to my guys. But what are we looking like right here?
We got us keeping 5 safeties, right? Of course, Marcus Epps, Trevor Merrick, Isaiah Palmel, Chris Smith II, and Jaden Grant.
Yep.
Those are my guys. I got making it, man.
Clear. And another guy in Isaiah Palmel that can kick into the nickel as well. Versatility, can be more of a box safety, can get to the quarterback, line him up close to the line of scrimmage. He is a missile. This is a guy that's going to have a big year for us, but I agree with you. At this point, it's Merrick, Epps, Palomau, Jaden Grant, and Chris Smith had a big game for us against the Niners. Y'all actually almost came down with 2 picks.
Yeah, Chris Smith
missed out just on one in the end zone. That touchdown wasted. He literally, it was inches away from a second pick.
Oh, yeah. They said rip him out the plastic. He was acting brand new. All kinds of brand new, man. He was balling.
Yeah. And I want to say, man, salute to Jaden Grant, a UDFA. It kind of came out of nowhere. I was telling you guys that Trey was telling me and a bunch of other people were telling me behind the scenes that he is a guy to keep an eye on. So he was all over the place. And he's another guy that's a versatile weapon. You can line him up all over the place. That's a guy, man, I'm looking forward to watching him, whether it's in the box, at safety, whatever. You play both safety spots. I'm excited about watching him, mature and grow with this team. What's up? Oh, my boy is down and out in the gutter, man.
Yo, and you know the kind of weekend we've been having, bro. You know the kind of weekend we be having. Everybody in the house is asleep right now. Everybody's not. We've had a pretty nasty weekend, bro.
Hey, this shit is fire, bro. Oh, shit. I got a second cup right here, too. You want some?
I shall go get my coffee. Like, nah. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to call one of my daughters.
There you go.
I know one of their asses got to be. I need some damn coffee.
Yo, salute to the chat, y'all. Wipe them feet. Hit them thumbs up. If you are not subscribed yet, what are y'all waiting on, man? Hit the subscribe button on both channels. We have over 1,000 people in the building. Make sure you bounce to both channels and hit that subscribe button, man.
Thank you. Could you?
I'm going to mute our brother Waster real quick while he gets his coffee. S-Dot says he opened my – man, hey, Grant one of them was.
Yeah, Grant, yo, bro. And you know what the thing with Grant? The one thing on his scouting report was his speed, right? Mm-hmm. And it doesn't show up on film, bro. Like, he's one of them guys that play way faster than his 40 time.
Yeah.
He plays way faster than his 40 time. And he always has his eyes going in the right direction. He's a guy who understands the concept of the defense he's in, bro. Mm-hmm. He's not one of them guys that are like lost and rudderless. It's a lot of guys on this roster, man, where not a lot of guys now, but in previous years where you kind of saw the talent, but it didn't look like they put it all together, like from a mental perspective.
Yeah.
the only guy on this roster that hasn't taken that step forward is Tyree Wilson.
Yeah.
He hasn't taken that step forward from a mental perspective. Now, some people say that he played defensive tackle at Texas Tech. He didn't really play a lot of defensive tackle.
He played edge most of the time.
He played edge like 90% of his snaps there. Yeah. I'm trying to pull it up. It's kind of hard to get some of that stuff in black and white. But I remember from scouting him last year, I got my notes and stuff over here because I didn't want Tyree Wilson. And all of the rumors were we going to take him. Hammer was putting it out. And I know Hammer has this weird, Hammer's like a voodoo doctor or some shit. Every time he gets locked in on a particular player and he starts mentioning them, we always freaking draft him, yo. Always.
Hammer, the demon. Salute to Gio. If you hate Raider content, great Raider content, cool motherfuckers in the best chat in YouTube history, then don't hit that subscribe. Salute to my guy Gio in the
Appreciate
building.
My guy, man. Gio's always in the place.
Always rocks with us. And I want to say this real quick. This is an easy, but two of them are kind of interesting. All right. Special teams, Carlson, Cole, Jacob Bobenmoyer.
The Bobster.
The Bobinator. Kick returner and punt returner. Do you have McAllister returning kicks now and Tucker returning punts?
Yes.
Because Abdullah was the guy to be initially returning kicks, and then they had Dylan there as well as returning kicks. But I'm looking at McAllister returning the kicks, Tucker returning the punts.
Yeah, man. That's how I got it too. Look, you want to get the football in the hands of young, explosive, talented players. I have no problem with trade. A lot of people saying they don't want Tucker to return kicks. But listen, man, you got Devontae Adams, and most of these supposed, offenses nowadays, it's almost like, the third wide receiver is a starter anyway. Most of these teams, you have 3 wide receivers out there a lot of the time. But I want to see a guy like Tucker touch the football as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because good things happen when guys that are that explosive and fast touch the football a lot.
And that's why McAllister needs to make this roster, because you add him to that offense too. And what DJ Turner has done this offseason, there's a lot of pause if necessary, explosiveness potentially on the offensive side of the ball with those 3 guys with the football in their hands. So I'm excited. Hammer says, I just know my shit.
Yeah, man, don't get beside yourself there, McHammerlin. You relax. You relax, Texas boy.
Salute to Robert Hicks as well. Gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network membership. Salute to my dog, man. I appreciate you, Hicks. One of the GOATs over here as well, Shilmore. Salute. We both have membership groups. You guys, if you want to join, Get Off My Lawn Gang, Green Dot Gang, just hit the links and subscribe to the top. Yo, real quick, we're not leaving you guys. Wasted has to pay some bills here real quick, okay? So 1 second, you guys. We're not going anywhere. Stay tuned.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
And listen, guys, if you want to try a new sports book this year, get none other than BetUS. Fastest payouts in the industry, 125% sign-in bonus?
No way.
Man, up to $2,000 on your first 3 deposits. Not your last 3, but your first 3 deposits.
Say what?
Let me tell you something, man. It's fast and easy withdrawal process, man. Check out BetUS. Link in the description is pinned up at the top of the chat. Wasted Talent Army. Go over there and show them the power of Wasted Talent Army. And if you're going to go out there and wager on sports this year, if you want to wager on football, basketball, baseball, snooker, for God's sakes. I don't even know what the hell snooker is, but it's on BetUS. Go hit that link at the top and tell them Wasted Talent sent you.
Yes, and once again, man, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by our people over at BetUS. You guys, what do you think about our 53-man roster projection? A few sneaky names. Nesta Jade snuck on there. You know what I'm saying? Another guy that we didn't talk about a lot was Jaden Grant. He snuck on to the 53. We both had, surprisingly, Woo Governor potentially making this 53-man roster. And I've said it before, you guys, very close with Jack Jones. They are like this. If you see them in Vegas, I've sent you multiple pictures from the studio. They're always together. They're like this. I think that Woo is out there buying into the process, and he's seeing Jack set the tone, and he's definitely put his arm around him. Woo Governor could be a sneaky guy for us.
Yeah, Woo got a nose for the football, bro. He's always somewhere around the play. I love Woo Governor, bro, and he's aggressive as hell too, man.
Yeah,
I like football players that are aggressive. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man. Like a lot of these young guys, they want to come into the league and play like they Deion Sanders or something like that. Like just because they're DBs. I'm big on players. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate it, baby. I'm big on players that are aggressive right out the bat, man. Hey, Graphk, man, where the F is my cup? What the F is going on here? Look at this. They chipped my cup. Oh my God, this girl gave me.
You know what? I gotta send you another one,
bro.
I keep saying it.
Bro. What the y'all see how Graphk treats his brother, man? Look at this.
It's a heart, bro.
Bro, it's something that's gonna cut my lip, brother.
That's a heart, bro. This
is effed up. Do you guys see this? I've been wronged by this man.
That shit says, I love coffee and convo. Come on, man. Salute to Todd on becoming a member as well. I don't know what channel, but it does not matter, man. Salute to you. I appreciate you so much, man, for joining Green Dot Gang or get on off my lawn gang. Salute to you as always. Yeah, Gio, I don't know what Waste is talking about. I don't know what he's talking about.
Bro, who the hell said I didn't like Snowden? I just don't think he's going to make the ride. I don't think they're going to carry that many guys.
I think you have to. And a major reason is because of Tyree's development. What if he can't get it together? You got to have that additional pass rusher. And I think that he's a guy that is shown that he can do it.
Bro, let me tell you something. This is a make or break year for this guy. It's his second year. He's going to get the lion's share of them snaps. And they have so many guys on the defensive line. You have guys that are pass rushing threats. You have guys that can play outside. And I don't see it. I see them carrying 4. They have so many defensive tackles that they're going to carry. I just don't see them carrying more than 4.
My bad, bro. I like what Rebel said, too. He said, Woo's my guy. Need to keep him around. 3rd on the team in tackles in preseason. That's been our weakness. Go check the interview. Salute to Reb. Yeah, Woo one of them ones. Let me see.
Damn, it's like spinach to Popeye, man.
Hey, what was your thought? That's facts. What was your thought process with Tyree not playing a snap in that last preseason game? Was that a way for these guys to motivate him as you're a big piece of the puzzle moving forward, or was it like a kind of a spit in the face to the fan base? Like, I thought that Tyree was going to play the majority of that game.
No, I mean, bro, I said I would like to see him do that, but I didn't think he would because, bro, he is a guy that's penciled. He's going to make the football team. That's just clear. He's making a team. There's no reason to put him in harm's way at that point. You know what I mean? All of the posturing and the symbolism behind preseason really doesn't matter when you're this close to the regular season. I think it was smart for AP and them to keep him on ice because if we're operating under the fact that you're only going to keep 4 defensive ends, this guy is not a guy that you could just cast straight. He's a high pick. Picked him with the 7th pick in the draft last year. He's going to make this team. Put him on ice. Whatever he's got to prove, he's going to prove it in the regular season. To me, it means nothing for him to be out there playing in a game that means nothing. He's not going to develop any more by playing in preseason. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever development that he has or lack of development, we're going to see it in with real bullets. And
let me ask you this: what is your practice squad? You still have the roster up? What do you think some of your practice squad candidates are? Like, what do you think that this? We'll just name a few guys. We don't have to go through the whole list of picking out the entire practice squad.
Clear, right?
What is it?
Jaquan Shepard's clear. He's going to make them.
He had a top 30 visit. They like him a lot.
Yeah. That kid Deshaun White, that linebacker, he might not make it, but he played all right, coming right in, getting a pick.
And I think they gave him like $800,000 with 1-year deal. He may be a guy that they hold out and put on the practice squad.
Deshaun White, Amari Burney. I have to see how in depth that injury is, but I'm a big Amari Burney guy.
He looked good before it.
What happened?
He looked good before it.
Yeah, he did. So Amari Burney might be one of those guys. Charles Snowden, definitely. Charles Snowden. So how many guys we got in the practice squad? How many we keep again?
Everson Smith is another guy that you have to take a look at. I'm going to bring up Everson.
Cole Fotheringham is a guy that's going to be in the practice squad, unless he gets a look somewhere else. Tulu Griffith wasn't one of the ones that I thought he didn't do as well as I thought. You know what I mean? I was excited for Tulu Griffith. I was also excited for Jackson Milan as well, man, to return kicks, but it looks like he's kind of lost that opportunity, so he's not going to be a guy that they keep, I don't think. Ramel could possibly be a guy that they keep.
I do believe he will.
But bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I think they can upgrade on a waiver wire more so than keeping a Ramel Keaton.
Yeah.
You know, I really do. it's either, Will Putnam or Jordan Meredith is going to be the guy from the offensive line on the practice squad too. I don't see them keeping Clark Barrington, Coker, or Ben Brown or any of those guys. Dalton Wagner, he, just by the measurables, yeah. I haven't seen him do anything of note though.
No, he didn't look good out there with his few reps. Initially, the practice squad started with 10, then they expanded to 16 during the COVID-19 era, and then it went to 17 with the additional international player with David Ogoa. You know what I mean? So that's where we are in terms of the practice squad. I definitely got Ramel Keaton making the practice squad.
But I can see them. I can see them going another direction and getting another receiver out there on the press squad. Dog, it is amazing. Something is wrong, bro. It is amazing how clear I am just from taking a few sips of coffee. It's amazing. It's uncanny. Now you got real wasted now, Graphk. So now we've been going almost an hour, and I don't know, man. Might have to reach out to center field, hit another home run. Extra innings, baby. Extra innings.
You don't give wasted his coffee. He's just wrong all across the board. You give him some coffee.
Listen, even when I'm wrong, I'm right. God damn it! You saw I pulled up the picture. Come on, even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
No, I have Wagner sticking around on the practice squad. Just like Wasted said, the measurables are you can't teach that, right? He looked really good at Arkansas at the collegiate level. This is a guy I think they want to develop and potentially be like that backup right tackle to whoever it is. If it's Mumford, if it's Glaze, they want a guy like that to potentially be, a guy that can develop moving forward. So I have him making the practice squad for sure. Ramel Keaton, definitely. I think Guyton, if he doesn't get picked up somewhere else, I think he'll make the practice squad as well.
You know the thing with
Tulu Griffin too. Tulu Griffin as well because of the special teams.
Tulu, bro. I'm not a big Tulu guy, and I'm not a big Guyton guy. I would prefer them to go out there and scout a waiver wire because this is a guy who has been in the league for a couple of years now. He's not like I think there's a mixture of why you keep guys in the practice squad, right? But the biggest piece of that is having a person that you can develop that can come back on the roster and fill in a role, right? Mm-hmm. I don't see where Jalen Guyton fits into what we're doing based off. I don't think he's ever going to get any better. This is who he is. He's been in the league. I'm just not a big like if we're keeping Jalen Guyton just because Tom Telesco has a relationship with him. I kind of got a problem with that. I thought Jalen Guyton, when we signed him, was going to kind of like pencil himself in as one of the guys that makes the roster. The fact that he's on a practice squad, to me, I would jettison him very quickly and bring someone else in.
I'm going to throw some names your way, Wasted, and you give me a yes, a yay or a nay on potentially bringing him in. This is from NFL.com. A few players that can potentially be cut from their respective organizations. And you let me know if you think it would be smart to bring him in. Tyler Heineke, quarterback, Atlanta Falcons. They already got Penix. They got Kirk Cousins. This is a guy that started a lot of games with the Commanders.
This is a guy that comes into he'd come into our locker room and might be the best quarterback in the goddamn locker room, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they would bring Tyler Heineke.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it would cause a problem. They would.
What about the collegiate freak athlete? What if Malik Willis gets cut by the Tennessee Titans?
I like Willis, man, from Liberty, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like Liberty. I like him. Look, to be honest with you, though, I got my eyes on DTR, man. I got my eyes on DTR, man. Like the Browns, bro, who's ever building that roster over there, man, shout out to them. They, at every level of their freaking team, they just have depth. Guys that can go other places and really ball. Look at the quarterback room. DTR, man, look, that's the guy I would bring in. Listen, Willis, bro, the idea of what he was in college isn't as grand as it actually is on the field in the National Football League. So I'm kind of cool on him.
I got a name right here that's interesting because a year or so ago, I thought he was going to be a superstar. This is a guy that kind of fell out of favor in Houston. They went and got Joe Mixon. They got Cam Akers, who looked really good in preseason. Dameon Pierce. They just drafted Jawar Jordan out of Louisville. If Dameon Pierce gets cut, man, this is a guy that I would potentially take a look at.
Oh, yeah. He's very athletically talented. There's another guy that's out there that you didn't get to yet. I mean, it kind of derailed where you were going with this. But, Jacksonville had their roster cuts already. There's a guy I've always had my eye on coming out of college, Denzel Mims. is a guy that I would bring in as a wide. Like he's a
He
big
just
body.
really panned out at the next level. He's coming in from Baylor. He's a speedster. But other than that, what else does he have?
Yeah, man. I look, man. I guess it's the Al Davis in me, right? The Al Davis kind of, mantra. I love speed. I would like to bring him in on the practice squad. I would. I like Denzel Mims, man.
Yeah, see, that's a no for me, dog. But Dameon Pierce is the first one on this list. And I'll be real. I know a lot of people, what are you talking about? If Malik Willis gets cut, I'll bring Malik Willis. Look, man, give him a few plays where he can utilize his legs. I will bring him in.
But bro, you know what's funny, bro? You the same guy who, bro, that's funny, bro. Because there are other guys that are like Malik Willis, and you poo-poo that are a lot bigger than Malik Willis, bro. Malik Willis is a little dude, bro.
Who are we talking about?
What's up with you, bro?
Who are you talking about?
You know who I'm talking about.
What was I a guy that said to go get Justin Fields?
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
No.
Take another sip of that coffee. You starting to lose your superpowers.
No, bro. No, I'm talking about during the draft, right? You didn't really want Spencer Rattler.
I wanted Dayton Daniels. I did want Spencer Rattler. What are you talking about?
Bro, was that you that didn't want Spencer Rattler?
No, I was the one.
No. I'm tripping. The kid on the Patriots. That's who you didn't want from Tennessee. Joe Milton. That's the one I'm trying to come after you about. What the F, man? So you would get Malik Willis over Joe Milton, bro? I like Joe Milton, bro. That's a guy I would take a flyer on that's athletic and could throw the ball far. He's bigger. You didn't like Joe Milton, bro?
Yeah, I still don't.
What, bro? So Malik, I think Joe Milton has shown more than
Jamarcus Russell 2.0 minus the lean, bro.
Bro, that's terrible, dog.
How? All he has is arm strength.
Bro.
He has terrible accuracy issues. He can't make every throw.
Bro, he throws the ball a mile.
And
he throws the ball a mile, damn it.
I know hookers that can throw balls a mile away. What does that mean?
Yo, you gotta chill, yo.
Come on,
I can throw.
All right.
I don't think nobody gonna be picking them up, and you gonna get the ball thrown a mile away. Yo, you gotta chill, yo.
I got a few more names for you. All right, you already know my answer on this, so I'm not even gonna say that. Bailey Zappi.
You love him? Hell no.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah,
All right. An interesting name here, and you're very familiar with him. He played up there up north, fell out of favor. Got traded to a Super Bowl champ. Kadarius Toney.
Look, man. You know what they always say about Kadarius Toney, right? They say if there was a game of tag in the NFL, they play like freeze tag, he win.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
facts.
He's shifty. He can't catch. He just can't catch, man. Bro, he's athletic. Fuck it, bring him in. But I'm just saying, look, bro. If you can't make it happen, if you can't make it happen with Patty Mahomes.
Bro, you were just preaching speed. You were talking about Denzel Mims.
Bro. Bro, man can't catch, bro. Like, if you can't make it happen with Patty Mahomes, bro, it's rough, man.
And I just realized Coffee is your Antonio Brown. Yo, salute to
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I love speed, but he can't catch, though, bro. Dog, Patrick Mahomes was placing the ball in his hand, bro.
They got him lined up at running back. He get reps at running back and count.
Yeah, shit. Well, if they do something like that, bring him in. But as a wide receiver, like, bro, it's times with Patrick Mahomes, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, come on, bro. If Patty Mahomes placing it, like, come on, man.
Hey, Estat made a point right here. Wasted. If you like speed, 4.39 faster than Tucker, why not? Why let Guyton go?
Bro. He's a guy that we saw what he has to offer. There's nothing there for me. I haven't seen him do anything. I haven't seen him do anything in the preseason. He got enough reps.
Salute to Jose, man. Graphk and Wasted. What do you think about the Glazinator? Big pause. I think he's a big part. I think he's gonna be a big part of this offense a few years down the line.
I think we need Jose Toscano to get out there at left tackle. That's a big mother effer right there.
Yeah, man. Look, he made me look like a midget, bro, and I'm 5'11".
I mean, you are a midget, but
Come on, bro. Everybody can't, be 6'2", dog. Relax. Chill out. But Jose is like 9'12". This is real shit. Bro, look at that default pick. Dog, he makes me look like a baby ant.
He makes you look like a prepubescent child.
Yeah, bro. That's nasty. Jose, change your default picture, man. It's you embarrassing me, man.
Yo, I'm messing with you. Yo, everybody keep talking about Hendon Hooker. Yo, listen, if the Raiders could have Hendon Hooker, he'd be our starter. Hendon Hooker Detroit is not getting rid of Hendon Hooker, bro.
No.
He is their quarterback of the future.
Yeah.
After this deal is up, if they don't win a quarterback with Jared Goff, you're going to start hearing the rumblings. Look, if they don't go to the NFC Championship game this year or like go to the Super Bowl this year, Detroit, you're going to start hearing the rumblings, even though they just read them up. How many years is because they just gave Jared Goff a contract? How many what is the year? Like not this year, the third year they can get out of that contract, right?
Yeah. But he got a massive deal. Look, and the thing with Hendon is he's a major question mark. He finally seen preseason, started to look good, concussion, out. Like this is a trend with Hendon Hooker. We talked about that a lot during that draft process. Of loving to bring him in, but the injuries and shit like that. So but Detroit definitely wants to keep him around because he can be a great backup for.
But bro, when he was at Virginia Tech, that was the issue. When Hendon Hooker was at Virginia Tech, he got his bell rung a few times there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yo, Grab, you're 100% right, man. Look, your ability is your availability, right?
Yep. Salute to Q. What about Juju or AJ McCarron? No on both. I'm good, Q. I don't want nothing to do with either one of them. Salute to you, though, my brother. No on the Juju front. That injury, man, he has not been able to bounce back from that. And our brother Andy is in the building, too. He says Gaynor, McAllister, and Janarius Robinson are the biggest winners. Who am I missing?
You're not missing anybody as usual, Andy. Right on the effing money.
There you go. Salute to Andy. Definitely. Let me see.
No classic man Q. Hendon Hooker played at Virginia Tech his first few years of college, and he transferred to Tennessee.
Yeah. Salute to Robert. Small fellas. Pause.
Man, get the F out of here, you meathead.
Steroid freak.
He's not even a steroid freak, man. He's just
Robert was a part of that Vince McMahon scandal in the early 90s. Robert was there. He was there.
Man, look at it. He sweats amber sweat with testosterone and D-ball.
Yeah.
F out of here, Cisneros.
You know what? When Minshew was named the quarterback one, you know what Robert said? That's not going to work for me, brother.
Yo, listen, man. When Minshew was named starting quarterback, man, you know what he went into a diatribe about the madness. Oh, yeah. Coffee. Cup of coffee.
Salute to Robert, my guy, man. Another name that's interesting that NFL.com put out there. A guy, man, that he's getting up there in age, wasted, but this dude has balled out, man. Samaje Perine.
Samaje P. Ryan, man. I remember when he got drafted, man, by the Redskins. That's how long he's been in the league. He got drafted by the Redskins.
But, bro, he year in and year out, he still shows that he is a very capable running back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have Dameon Pierce. He's still young on his rookie deal. If they move on from him, I would love to bring in Dameon Pierce. But this is a veteran, man, that if God forbid something happened to our, one of our guys in the ground game, if he became available, I wouldn't go against bringing him in.
Nah, man, Dameon Pierce has the kind of upside where he could probably carve a role out to challenge for being running back one. And that's
bro. Like
when you take them kind of flyers on guys, you kind of want guys with a high ceiling. Yeah. We're a young football team. Mm-hmm. I think the Raiders when they talk about the roster, it's in the middle of the road because you got some guys that are up there like Devontae Adams and Colton Miller, right? Mm-hmm. But this is a relatively young roster.
Yeah,
I prefer them to swing on potential more.
Me too.
So that they can all like kind of grow together. But
me too. But Perine, however you want to call it, just a year ago he averaged 4.5 a clip and he caught 50 passes. So he was a bright spot on that Denver offense that struggled last year. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is, let's just say Dameon Pierce isn't cut. Let's just say Houston wants to, hold on to him and allow him to develop a little bit. If he became available, man, and one of our guys went down, I have no problem with bringing him in.
Bro, it's just crazy to me. I think Tom Telesco has done a very good job. But if there's anything that I can question, right, is the fact that all offseason we've been saying, they got to go out there and get a veteran corner.
Yeah.
Now, Antonio Pierce is saying it. Mm-hmm. And then you let a situation where if you would have went out there and got a Stephon Gilmore, he came here. He went to the Vikings. It's not like the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl this year. He just wants to pretty much play, right?
Yeah.
To me, that was a no-brainer right there. That's a no-brainer right there. And I know the Cowboys are kicking themselves because now DeRon Bland is looking like he's going to be out.
Yeah, I literally tweeted that. I said Dallas is kicking and screaming right now, not bringing back Gilmore, and now Bland is gone for what, 6 to 8 weeks?
Yeah, so
it's nasty. And there's another team right there, you guys, that we're probably going to be challenging with to bring in a veteran off the streets, whether it's in free agency or cuts. The Dallas Cowboys, they need another corner. I mean, Dick is coming off a torn ACL. They got some issues there at the cornerback position now.
See, and this is the problem. When you start talking about bringing in Adoree Jackson. Now, Adoree Jackson Jr., Bradbury, all these guys, these are guys who are Patrick Graham guys. They played decent under Patrick Graham. He has a relationship with those guys. So I think we have the upper hand. But the thing with Gilmore is one of those kind of players that you bring him in and that's a check.
Yeah.
You know that at the very
the box immediately.
You check that box. And that's the thing. If you're going to take a swing and bring in a vet, that's the kind of vet you want to bring in.
Yeah.
So for me, Adoree Jackson Jr. hasn't played well in like the last 3 to 4 years.
Durability has been a major problem.
Yeah, and when he's on the field, he's not playing well, right? And then when you start talking about bringing in, a guy like Bradbury is a guy who he's kind of fallen off the cliff a little bit too. He's a guy that I remember us, want him in the offseason. He went with the Eagles and everybody, but with the Eagles, he hasn't played well at all. And I kind of get a little leery about bringing him in with us.
I wouldn't.
I would take a flyer on him because some of his best production has been under Patrick.
Oh, he struggled in coverage last year mightily in Philadelphia. Yeah. There's a reason they went and got 2 guys pretty early to add to that corner room. That was their kryptonite last year. But once again, you said it. Familiar with Graham's scheme, a veteran guy that can come in and be like the old, remember the old Raiders, the Raiders of old that would bring in one of those older, over 30 corners and just hope that they pan out. This would be a move that I would bring in. It'd be cheap, inexpensive because he's cut. You bring him in for a little bit of nothing, and he's familiar with Graham, and it's just a plug-and-play type situation.
Yeah, I don't think Adoree Jackson Jr. has ever played at the level of Bradbury.
No, hell no.
So that's the reason why if I'm going to pick between those 2 guys, if you're going to go the veteran route and you're going to go – there are other guys out there, right? But those are the 2 names that I mentioned because of the proximity to Patrick Graham. Mm-hmm. It'd be Bradbury. Yeah. It would be Bradbury for me.
That's the name to monitor as well. They didn't have him on this list, but he's been on a ton of lists with Philly potentially moving on from him. I definitely would bring him in. Salute to S. Wasted. What do you think about Bears? Velas Jones? That's a guy that we liked a lot. That was a wide receiver at Tennessee, speedster, and I believe they converted him to running back in Chicago. So they've been utilizing him with that speed by just being able to get the football in his hands. But
and the thing is, I gotta ask, how does he feel about Luke Getsy, and how does Luke Getsy feel about him?
Yeah.
And Anthony Justin Simmons went to the Atlanta Falcons a week or 2 ago, so he's off the table, brother.
Yeah, they got one of the best safety rooms in the world now out there in Atlanta. They definitely building it the right way with Raheem Morris, the defensive-minded head coach that they needed out there for a while. I'm looking at a few. Let me see. There was a few corners that were available. I mean, I know a lot of people are talking about J.C. Jackson. That's a guy that Tom Telesco paid a shit ton of money. It didn't pan out in L.A. He is suspended, I believe, the first week of the season. I said it before. He'd be inexpensive. He'd be cheap. I think this would be his last shot at actually making it in the NFL. I wouldn't be against bringing in J.C. Jackson on the low. I would actually prefer him over Adoree because of the durability issues.
Bro, look, all right, so let me ask you a question, right? Let's just stay in this hypothetical world. Person A, let's just say the person's name is Joe Blow, right? Mm-hmm. Joe Blow meets a fine girl at the mall. He bangs her. She burns him with the clap, right? They break up. He goes and gets his shot. He's fine. Mm-hmm. Sees her a year or 2 later. Does he go back and bang her again? She gave him the goddamn clap. No, you don't do that. Why the hell would Tom Telesco make one of the worst signings in football history and then go and bring that guy to another team or another job? It don't make any sense, Greg.
Burn me once, shame on me. Burn me twice, shame on me again. Man, salute to everybody here in the building. He said, if you snooze, you lose. He said, wasted story time.
Yo,
gather around the fire.
Creamy goodness.
And we talked about that, Ant. I know that they released him with the injury designation. It's going to be interesting to see where Tyler Hall falls in the grand scheme of things. I wouldn't be against bringing him back. He knows the system. He looked really, really good as a Raider. Wouldn't be against it. And yes, you guys, I know that James Bradbury was converted to safety. They were trying to, with that contract, they were just trying to find a way to keep him on the field. You know what I mean? So we shall see with who they get. They brought in Cooper DeJean and they brought in our guy Quentin Mitchell. So I mean,
Mitchell,
and then they brought Gardner Johnson back into the fold as well, back from Detroit after 1 year.
So, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a monster. So
he's a monster. They got a pretty damn good room. Thing is Cooper DeJean the goods, and it's looking like that's the case. I mean, the kid's physically talented. It's looking like he's the case, man. They say Howie doesn't really draft well. I think he got it right.
Yeah, oh yeah, he definitely got it right with this one. Salute to everybody here in the building. You guys wanted to do a video talking about our 53-man projection. We will be live, you guys, all week long, leading up to SoFi Stadium week 1. We're going to have a lot. I'm going to bring on my guy, Mike, Chargers content creator. I want to bring on Jake as well, one of Hammer's good friends. He's a guy that covers the Chargers. We're going to have a lot of content moving forward, you guys, talking about week 1. So stay tuned. We were going to do a show today, like a sneak peek into week 1, but we still got 2 weeks to, it's WWE storytelling it takes time, right? It takes time.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I was going to be honest with you. When I saw that thumbnail, I was about to hit you up and be like, hey, bro, that doesn't work for me, brother.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Hey, man, you know what's funny? What does work for me? That the fact that this show was powered by BetUS.
Yes.
Shout out to BetUS.
Yeah, salute. And anybody got any questions before we get out of here about the
a couple more questions, man. Hey, man, what do you guys think about the 12 Personnel podcast, man? I in real time, I want to ask you guys, man, what do you guys think about the show with Graphk Raider, myself, and the great Sanjit T, man? Do you guys like that show? Because listen, man, I'll be honest with you, I had a great time the last show, man. It was a very, very eye-opening experience, man. To have two minds on the screen like Graphk and Sanjit, man, it is a great. I want to see in the chat how many of you guys like that show, man.
Yeah, because we definitely want to keep that show rolling. We definitely appreciate Sanjit's time and his knowledge of the game. If you guys like this show, we're definitely going to keep that moving throughout the season, man.
Good to see Sanjit smile. Yeah, I know, right?
I'm waiting for Sanjit arguing. I love it. Sanjit and you two are Mount Shieldmore. Salute to my guy. I love that. So we're going to keep that show rolling there. I liked it. A lot of information there for sure. Salute to you, Ova. Appreciate you. Salute to
Herman Munster, the great and powerful Herman Munster.
Yeah, man. Great show. Really enjoy it. Salute to Beanbag. Okay, definitely. We're going to definitely keep it moving. Salute to Gio as well. 12 personnel was great, man. Sanjit is great. Okay, definitely. We're going to start doing, you guys.
Thank you. Yo, Classic Q. He said, that shit ass.
Yo, that shit ain't 11. Well, we're going to be doing that show Fridays, you guys. We're not going to do it early in the week. We're going to catch that Friday night. So if you guys want to stay in tune with the 12 Personnel podcast, we will be doing it every Friday, breaking down every game before they happen. And then we'll talk a little bit about, the previous game that happened as well. So we're going to be a lot to talk about on that 12 Personnel. Other than that, y'all, you got anything to say on the way out, bro?
Nah, man. This show is just powered by BetUS.
There you go.
Sportsbook.
And I'm going to pay some bills real quick on the way out. Salute to everybody here in the building. We're not gone yet. Stay tuned.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
Once again, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Salute to them. If you guys would like to, make sure you check out the link in both of our description boxes, and the link will be in the comment section pinned on both sides. Make sure to head over to BetUS, get a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000, you guys. And I'm telling y'all now, the fastest payouts in the industry. We have our own links that take you to the website, and it definitely helps us keep our sponsors happy, you guys. Every time you punch that link, it goes right over there and it lets them know where you guys came from. So make sure you hit those BetUS links in the description box and in the comment section. It definitely helps our sponsors keep in tune with us and make sure that they're happy. You know what I mean? So once again, man, salute to everybody here in the building. And as always, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And yeah, man, Wasted, you want to you good?
No, I'm all good, bro. I just wanted to say one thing, man. Graphk definitely has the gout. Have a good night.
That's what I'm talking about.